Hey writers, welcome back to another mini lesson of narrative writing. You're here today because you are ready to do some editing. And specifically, our focus today is going to be about dialogue. So something we know about narrative stories is there's often a lot of dialogue, and that's when the characters are talking. And dialogue is punctuated in a really specific way. And this is something that we really dig into pretty deeply in third grade. So I'm really glad you're here because you might be learning something completely new, but I think it's going to transfer really well to your own writing. So the first thing we're going to do today is take a look at our mentor text, Tomas and the Library Lady, and we're going to notice how Pat Mora punctuates dialogue, and that will give us some guidance for how we might use punctuation to identify when characters are talking, right? To see how we use dialogue. Okay, so first let's take a look. Here we see a page from the book, Tomas and the Library Lady. Now I'm gonna start by first just reading through and then highlighting the words that the characters say. One afternoon, Tomas brought Papa Grande to the library. The library lady said, "Buenos tardes, señor." So I'll do a little highlight there. It's the first time I've used this tool. Tomas smiled. He had taught the library lady how to say, "Good afternoon, sir," in Spanish. Okay, so that's something that someone's saying. "Buenos tardes, señora." Okay, there's some more. Papa Grande replied. Softly, Thomas said, "I have a sad word to teach you today. The word is adios. It means goodbye." Tomas was going back to Texas. He would miss the quiet place, the cool water, the many books. He would miss the library lady. "My mother sent this to thank you," said Tomas, handing her a small package. "It's pan dulce, sweet bread. My mother makes the best pan dulce in Texas." The library lady said, "How nice, how very nice. Gracias, Tomas, thank you." She gave Tomas a big hug. Okay, so I've gone through and I've highlighted all of the parts of this page where the characters are talking. Let me fix this here. Now I want you to just take a look and have a think about what do you notice when the characters are talking? What types of punctuation do you see? You might notice that in the beginning and end, well, yeah, we'll make this green. Actually, I'm going to use a circle. The beginning and end of everything that the character says, there are these quotation marks, right? So when a character is talking, we put those words. There's the end, there's the beginning, okay? There's another character talking, there's the beginning, there's the end. Let's keep going down. Here's where the next character talks. There is. So what do we notice here? Well, I'm going to make a little text box. What do we notice about how punctuation is? How dialogue is punctuated. Let's make this a little bigger. Okay, and maybe my text box can be filled in. Can I do that? Can I do that? Ooh, I don't know. Okay, let's move it over here then. Right here. Okay, so one, you may have noticed that all of the dialogue has quotation marks at the beginning, and end. Okay, so, and I'm even going to color code this text because I love color coding. Look at this, we're making it that same green color. Never mind. Maybe I won't do that. Okay, so the green, this is what I'll do. Draw freehand. Okay, so here, that, and that. Oops. Okay. Oops. Okay. So all of the dialogue has a quotation marks at the beginning and the end. We see that in the green. What else do you notice? You may have noticed, we'll do this in orange, save, that at the end of each but not here. At the end of each dialogue, each time the character talks, there's some kind of ending punctuation, okay? Here's the end. Here's the end. Now, sometimes it's a comma. Sometimes it's a period. This time, though, there's nothing. So can we say, most of the time, there is an ending punctuation when the character is done talking. Sometimes it is a comma, and sometimes it is a period. And that we can identify in this orange. Okay, my arrows aren't looking very good here, but you know, we'll do our best. Now, we did notice that here there is no ending punctuation, and we could have a whole other lesson about why. Why is that not here? But for now, we'll just notice that it doesn't always need punctuation, but almost all the time when a character is done talking, there is punctuation there. Okay. Anything else you notice about when a character talks, how we punctuate and how we identify dialogue? I'm noticing one more thing, and I'm going to underline it. Tell me if you notice this as well. We'll do this in blue. Every time a character starts talking, even if it's in the middle of a sentence, it has a capital. So right after that first quotation mark, there is always a capital letter. So let's add that to our list. At the beginning of the dialogue, the first word is always capitalized. Okay, and let me do a little drawing to show where that is. Okay, here's another one. Let's see if that light shows up. Okay, great. So here are 3 things we can focus on today. Anytime a character is talking, we call that dialogue, and there's always quotation marks at the beginning and at the end. Additionally, most of the time, almost all of the time, when the dialogue ends, there's a punctuation at the end before that closing quotation mark. And finally, at the beginning of dialogue, the first word is always capitalized. Okay, so I know this kind of looks like a big mess, and it has a lot of colors, and it may look overwhelming. But here's what you can do. The beautiful thing about having this via video is you can go back to the beginning and rewatch this if you're confused. But now we know when we're punctuating dialogue, the 3 main things we need to look out for and make sure we have is quotation marks at the beginning and end of the dialogue, punctuation at the end, and a capital letter at the beginning. So as you go back through your writing today, look for those places where your characters are talking and make sure that they're punctuated correctly. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions, and happy editing. I'll see you soon. Bye.